I'm going to work again on the shoulders. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start. There are two options, or a couple options. You can start in a down dog, something like so, and then you narrow the dog, and then you widen the dog. And the idea is you want to dump into your shoulders. Now, you're going to get good hamstring stretches here, but I don't get a good shoulder stretch. I did the pose like this for years, literally 2 years, and I was getting great hamstring stretches, but I wasn't getting anything in the shoulders. After making the following adjustment, I unfroze my back, which had been frozen since 1981 when I fell off a train bridge 17 feet onto my back. And it hurt for several weeks. But luckily, I built up the strength through stretching and just basic work that I do with qigong. And while my back is still injured, it doesn't hurt. So it sometimes speaks to me, and when I do these poses, it goes back to sleep. So I'm going to do the same thing, but by doing this, I can drop into my shoulders more. Now it makes it a little similar to the first pose I did, but still, this is an excellent pose. Now I'm going to warn you, when you do this pose, if you really allow yourself to relax in the chest and you drop things forward, your back is going to be trash, absolute trash. So at the end of this pose, you're going to see me do the following. I'm going to set one hand down, and I'm glad I thought about this ahead of time. I would normally set my hand down, but I can't do that because of my thumb. So I'm going to set my hand down with these two fingers, the pointer finger and the social finger, and then I'm going to bring my other hand down, and then I'm going to bend my knees and put my hands like so. I'm going to do this exact thing so that I do not use my back at all afterwards. Really important on these poses, especially this pose, and especially for me. If I don't do that because I have my back injury, it can really hurt, and it's like stabby hurt. It's not good. So you got to figure out what works for your body. But I always take generally the approach I take is I find a way to get stable, adjust my balance so that I don't all of a sudden drop, right? So I'm adjusting my balance so I can move the other hand. And really, this is just me applying the principle of empty stepping from Tai Chi, where to shift your weight, you first move your weight to one foot and then you move the other foot weightless. I'm doing the same thing here, trying to maintain balance so that after a stretch, you're not all of a sudden doing jerky motions because you can actually injure yourself. If you do this well, you destabilize the muscles. That's kind of the goal. They get better after a couple of hours, so don't do anything for a couple of hours.